When Emma and Daniel moved into the old Victorian house on Maple Street, they were thrilled by its charm. High ceilings, antique furniture, and a grand staircase. But it wasn't long before they began hearing strange noises at night. At first, they dismissed it as the creaks and groans of an old building settling. But when the sounds grew louder, low whispers followed by the distinct sound of footsteps in the basement, they couldn't ignore it any longer. Emma, with a nervous laugh, joked that it was probably just a rat, but Daniel wasn't so sure. One night, when the sounds became unbearable, they decided to investigate. Armed with only a flashlight, they descended into the basement, the air growing colder as they stepped down each creaking step. The room was dark, cluttered with old boxes and furniture draped in sheets. But then they saw it. On the far wall, written in what appeared to be blood, were words, "Don't go down there. They'll come for you." Emma gasped and grabbed Daniel's arm. His pulse raced as they turned to leave, but a strange, low voice echoed through the room.
"Leave now before it's too late."
They rushed upstairs and locked the basement door behind them, but that night, things only grew worse. The whispers didn't stop. In fact, they seemed to grow louder, more insistent. Daniel began hearing muffled cries from the walls, and Emma swore she saw shadows darting in the corners of her vision. In the early hours of the morning, Daniel found an old journal hidden under the floorboards, its pages yellowed with age. The final entry read, "The house is hungry. It takes what it wants. I've seen them. The voices are real." In a panic, Emma and Daniel made plans to leave, but as they packed their belongings, they were interrupted by a final, blood-curdling whisper, this time from directly behind them. Daniel spun around, his heart racing. There, standing in the doorway, was the figure of a woman, pale, her eyes wide with terror. Emma froze, but before they could react, the woman spoke softly. "You won't leave, I never did." With a sickening realization, Emma turned toward the journal, flipping back to the first page. The name on the cover was not from any past owner. It was Emma. The whispers hadn't been from the house, but from the trapped soul who had once lived there. And she was never leaving.